of applause.
Hi, my name is Tori, and I'm on the Titans team. I just wanted to start off by thanking everyone. Thank you to the teachers for helping us to learn not only our academics, but life skills as well. There is no doubt we have all been in a situation we don't enjoy, whether that's getting in trouble for talking, getting stopped in the hallway without a pass, having that mini heart attack when you realize you didn't do your homework for social studies. Sorry, Mrs. Mars. We've all been there. Getting in trouble isn't a very enjoyable thing, but the teachers do it to help us learn from our mistakes and to help us do better next time. They were our age once too, even though that's kind of weird to think about. Can you imagine Mr. Rucco there? But really, thank you for helping us to grow and learn each and every day. And next, I wanted to thank the parents. Thank you for coming out and supporting your students and helping us to transition onto high school. If it weren't for you, we probably wouldn't get this far. I mean, you guys are the reason why we're here. For 8th graders, seeing our parents and where they stand today gives us confidence for the future. If you guys can make it through high school, then we can probably too. I can honestly say I have looked forward to most every single day during these past 3 years because of my friends and family and the people around me. When I look back, I think of how many times I've smiled and laughed because of someone else. My friends are what keep me going. They're like my family, so thank you. A lot of times during the year, I've heard someone in my class ask something like, why are we learning this? When are we ever going to use this in the future? Or what's the point of doing this? Yeah, I see somebody looking at me. And a lot of times I've heard my teachers respond with, because we have to. It's just what we learn. Or, sit down. But that's just the thing. We don't always know what we're going to do with it in the future and how we're going to use it. That's why we need to know as much as we can. We should think of everything we've learned and how it can benefit us so we don't have to go back 13 years and ask Mr. Zinn how to do it, even though he probably wouldn't be able to explain it anyway. Everything we have learned in the past is going to benefit us in the future. When I think about my middle school years, I go back to 6th grade. I remember what it was like going to a brand new school, getting a fixed schedule, and actually having homework. It's so different having to adjust to something you've never tried. And most of us, we just want answers. We just want to know what middle school is going to be like instead of having to actually go through it ourselves. But that's the type of answer that isn't going to magically appear, because it's going to be different for every single person. In 7th grade, most of us were excited to be moving on and to not be in 6th grade. In all truth, a lot of us were really cocky and thought we could get away with more and do more. At the very least, it was interesting to see all the craziness around me. And then we came to 8th grade. We were finally top dogs. And I have to say, I've seen everyone really mature throughout the year. Some may have had to grow up faster than others, and some may have gotten taller than others. I think we have all grown so much and really are ready for high school. This year has brought me to reflect a lot on myself and my character. With lots of memories in hand, I wouldn't want to change anything about it. My friends and teachers this year are some of the most interesting and personality-filled people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I remember walking into Mr. Schmidt's classroom on the first day, and the first thing I thought was, what did I get myself into? Having him share all his crazy stories and jokes, I think have definitely brightened a lot of our days. When he told us he was switching teams, you can almost hear the sound of our hearts breaking. It just goes to show you that some teachers never will be forgotten. When I first met Mrs. Mars, I thought she had such a bold personality for such a small woman. She wasn't afraid to say what she really thinks and has left me with some great life lessons from the stories she's told us. When we found out we were both Native, there was an immediate bond. How cool is that? I finally have someone I can relate to my culture with. She told us she was retiring, and I couldn't have been more disappointed. I hope both of you never forget your beloved Titans. To sum up these past 3 years, they have been anything but ordinary. It's been amazing and funny, and will always have me thinking back to the great moments I've got to experience. And quote by Sam O'Connor and Connor Nelson, we made it!